Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. Before I get into what I wanted to talk about this week, I just want to point out that the day I am filming this is, I believe, day 4 or 5 of the riots going on in Minnesota. Keep in mind throughout this video that the LGBTQ plus community owes most, if not all, of the success we have up here in 2020 to the Stonewall riots and all of the people of color, the Black LGBTQ plus community members, the trans ones, the cis ones, whatever. We owe a lot of what we have now to them. Don't be a performative ally, be an active ally. Attend protests if you can, donate if you can, spread information from Black people, Black creators, Black business owners. Spread information, spread safety information, try to be as involved as you can. There's a lot more I can do than what I've been doing currently. There is a lot more I can do. We just need to do it. So, what I wanted to talk about in this video, other than what's going on in Minnesota and the riots and the protests that are going on across the country, is how Pride this year has been canceled due to COVID-19. I'm saying it in this video. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Hopefully it doesn't get flagged by YouTube for me talking about Black Lives Matter movement and COVID-19. We'll see. I wanted to talk about Pride at home because if you've ever been to Pride, any of the celebrations, it's a beautiful place to just be and exist as a member of the LGBTQ plus community. It's great for allies as well, but if you're actually part of the community, it is just beautiful to see like-minded people everywhere, people like you. Even if you don't interact with them, you can tell if you interacted with 90% of them, they'd be incredibly friendly. We all get together, we all really bond. It's like a beautiful, safe place for most of us. Not all of us, but most of us. And the thing about Pride is you can go under the guise of you're just an ally, you're just supporting them, or you kind of just stumbled into the parade in the area that's blocked off in whatever city you're in to celebrate Pride. It's easy to stumble in, and it's easy to say you stumbled in and blend in and really be part of the community, even when it's not safe for you to be part of the community. This video is really just me trying to reach out, I guess, to the people at home. That's why I put the warning at the beginning of the video to please wear your headphones if you're not in a safe environment, because this is what I mean by not safe environment. There are plenty of LGBTQ plus youths across the country, across the world, that are being kicked out, discriminated against, bullied, murdered for just being who they are and loving who they love. This is a video I wanted to just make. I'm gonna get emotional. Oh my god, why am I already crying? I know why I'm already crying, but my goodness. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I'm a big crybaby anyway, so now I'm just like getting really emotional. I wanted to make this video to say that we love you. Everybody else in the community that you're part of, if you are closeted in any way, if you're just not safe in any way, wherever you live, wherever you are, whatever you do, we love you, we support you. We are your family. If your family's a piece of shit and you are scared of being kicked out or killed, whatever, we love you, we support you, we're your family. Be safe as you can. There's a lot of everything kind of on the internet, because the internet's a cool place sometimes. A lot of stories, a lot of happiness of LGBTQ plus people. I talked about it in the video I made last year during Pride. Was it last year or the year before? I made a video one year about Pride, about my coming out story, about commentary of being a very privileged bisexual woman in the LGBTQ plus community. There's a lot of like good stories, there's a lot of good coming out, a lot of more well-known YouTubers, when they come out, choose to come out on their YouTube platform for whatever reason, or if they come out on the YouTube platform after they've, you know, come out to the people closer to them, a lot of positive responses. But we all know that that's not always the case. There's not always a lot of positive responses. Most of the time it's negative, which really fucking sucks. I want you to know that if you're not out, it doesn't matter. You know who you are. We know who you are. We see you. You're safe. I'm gonna start crying and it's too hot for this. Oh my god. I just, like I said, there's a lot going on. I'm really emotional right now. We see you. Be safe. Don't think that you have to come out to, like, prove yourself. Because the thing is, there's backlash in our own community for like non-binary people, trans people, bi people, gays and lesbians. There's a lot of backlash everywhere. Unfortunately, including our own community. You don't need to prove yourself. Whoever you are, whatever you identify as, however you feel, whoever you love, that you don't need to prove it to anybody. If you feel comfortable saying, like, hey, I'm trans and gay, cool, awesome, fantastic. You can just say, I'm part of the LGBTQ plus community. It is no one's responsibility to question you and get, like, your proof of papers or anything like that. This community should be together. We should be bonding. We should be helping other communities. There's nothing, like, our enemies are the heteros, okay? We shouldn't be enemies with each other, is basically what I'm trying to say. You don't need to be publicly out. You don't need to tell multiple people. It feels good, in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, to let people know. It feels good to have part of yourself that, like, friends and people that you feel safe with know something about you. Especially in a world and in a country that really, like, tries to dictate that being LGBTQ plus is so, like, abnormal. So many people went through, like, the pray the gay away phase. You know, conversion therapy, conversion camps. Like, there's this whole horrible mentality that it's wrong and it's alien and it's, like, not how you're supposed to be and it's not normal, which is such bullshit. And I know how comforting sometimes, like, again, personally, it can be to come out. It can be really comforting to, like, say what you feel like you've had hidden in you for so long. But just know that if you're not out because you're not in a safe situation or you're just not ready yet, like, it doesn't have to be the extreme of, like, you're afraid of getting kicked out and, like, murdered. It could be just as simple as you're just not comfortable. You don't know kind of who you can trust around you. I'm here for you, and I love you. I'm not trying to cry on camera because I don't want it to look like I'm a fucking beauty YouTuber crying about my racist, disgusting comments because I finally got called out when my sponsorship got pulled. Fucking lawnmower. Alright, well, it's a little quieter now, so I guess we'll go for it. I'm trying not to cry in this video because I don't want it to look like I'm really, like, projecting a certain aura or projecting, like, oh, like, I worry about you guys, and then, like, act like I don't do anything. I just want you all to be safe. I want you all to know that I love you, and I want you all to, even if the riots in Minnesota are over, they're not over. Rioting is going to continue at this point because this country is so destroyed that we need to riot. We need to fucking do something because the peaceful protesting isn't doing shit because nobody cares. I apologize for this god-awful lawnmower sound. I'm trying my best, but this guy mows his lawn every, like, 3 days, and it always happens to be the day I'm filming. They're not listening to anybody that... Just this country, the fucking police state we live in, is not listening to peaceful protests, so rioting is what happens now. Rioting isn't bad. It's the voice of the unheard. Just be safe. Do what you can to support yourself, support others, whether it's the LGBTQ plus community or specifically the Black Lives Matter movement. They are intertwined, I promise you. There's a lot of black queer people out in this world that need support because they are at higher risk than the rest of us, and all of us are at risk, especially in this country. They are at much more risk than the rest of us. Stay safe, be supportive, join in, do whatever you can. Like I said, do whatever you can. I don't know if by the time this video, where we're going to be at, what's going to be going on in this country. This video is being posted later than what's happening in the world event-wise, so I just want you guys to still be aware of it. Don't let other media stuff kind of bury your allyship. When this is over and we get more news about COVID, we get news about other things going in the world, wars, whatever, don't let this be buried. Because while other things are incredibly important, so are black people, and so are black lives. Alright? Black lives are important. Your life is important. I love you. Be safe. Do what you can. That's where I'm ending this. It was supposed to be one thing, but the other thing was also important to talk about. It's both lives. Black lives right now. Always, actually. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say LGBTQ lives are more important. Meh. All of us are important. What's happening right now, Black Lives Matter needs our support. Got it? Thank you so much for watching. I'm not going to do like a funny blooper at the end. I might even cut out the part I was going to do as like the funny blooper at the beginning. I love you. Stay safe. Happy Pride. Black Lives Matter.